Howdy. So again, as Thomas said, we are coming off of a dramatic come from behind and then come from behind again win in Tennessee against the Lady Vols, and come into our game this week in first place in the SEC West. We'll be playing for the SEC West Championship on Thursday night at LSU. Again, this is obviously another big game. The game on Sunday was huge on a lot of levels for us. It helped to strengthen our NCAA tournament resume with Tennessee being another top 25 road win for us. That helps us in the eyes, hopefully in the eyes of the NCAA selection committee. Gives us another quality result against a really, really good team, and then also helps us in our continued rise in the SEC for seedings in the SEC tournament. The game this Thursday against LSU. LSU is a team that, especially in Baton Rouge, is very, very difficult to play against. They're very, very athletic. I think Sean Hudson, their coach, she's done a tremendous job in creating a style and a real panache in the way that they play. They're very, 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 very explosive in the way that they attack. They've got some really, really creative and exciting players in the way that they flow in the game. They've got great individual speed. They've got very, very exciting players in the way that they kind of combine with each other. So it's a real challenge for us. They've done a really good job in kind of creating a real home field advantage, and it's something that'll be a real challenge for us to go in there. Televised game, they're calling it Decision Day, because there's a lot of things that still have got to be shaken out for the way that the SEC tournament is going to be determined, as far as the way seedings are going to be. There's a lot of things in the way that the SEC soccer tournament is laid out. It always comes down to the last day. People are going to be anywhere from the number 1 seed through the number 10 seed. Nothing is really completely clear as far as things go. So it all comes down to this last day, with games from Athens to Baton Rouge across to every venue in the league. There are big games all the way across. So happy to open this up to questions.
We'll start with Rob Havens on the left.
Howdy, Coach. Congrats on the big win yesterday. Give up 2 goals right after half, and then the girls just kept their heads down, kept working hard. Is that something that you can really build on, and tell us just the excitement of the big win yesterday?
Well, it is something that we can build on, and I think Jasmine Wilkinson did a wonderful job. We've talked about all season about just developing that level of grit and determination, and oftentimes that we've seen that grit in our players. Unfortunately, sometimes it's come after we've given up goals. There's been a few instances this year where we've come straight out of the gate in to start games, where we've come out and we've just kind of put our foot straight on people's throats, and we've gone for the kill right off the bat and have made them succumb straight off. But in other situations, it's been a little bit later coming. But this particular game, we go down in the 5th minute, 1-0 to Tennessee, and Jazz, kind of gives us a burst of energy when she is able to get us a goal from a really tough angle by taking a ball off the goalkeeper. And then Sid Becerra comes in a minute and a half after that and puts us in the lead. Then we relinquish the lead about 7 seconds into the second half, and then lose it about 2 minutes after that, only for us to come back and dramatically win it with 2 goals in 2 minutes, late in the match. So, it's not for the faint of heart if you're an Aggie soccer fan, because it really is that dramatic in the way that these women have come out. But the never say die attitude of this team the toughness and the tenacity of them has really proven to be something that we can bank on, and it's something that I'm really proud of the way that these players have come out, because we've always been known as a real finesse team, and it's something that we've been trying to really kind of build into the team, and you can see it really coming out game after game a little bit more, and yesterday more so than ever before.
We'll go to TV row Tyler behind the bright lights, and then bring it up to Travis front row.
Yeah, Coach, what does Jasmine bring to this team, and just kind of how cool was that to see her get a hat trick yesterday?
Well, she's a lovely young woman. And first off, she's has a very quiet, very polite demeanor to her, but man, she's a real tiger out there, and that she's really she's tough. First off, she's very smart in the way that she operates in tight spaces, and two of the goals that she scored yesterday came from just pure toughness and determination. The second goal that we scored was her against probably four players in a really tight space, where it just came down to toughness and determination and really wanting it, and the grit and want of her to get it, and kind of a toe poke to be able to beat the goalkeeper before the goalkeeper was really ready and set to be able to balance herself. And that just is that's heart and just pure, effort. And that's something that it's really hard to teach. It's got to be something that kind of comes from within. And she's got a great story. She's a kid that was adopted by a Canadian family, and raised and really loved, and someone who's really grateful for opportunities that she's been given, and does the most with the opportunities that come her way. And she doesn't look back on anything. She only goes forward on the opportunities that are there for her. And you can look exactly at what she did yesterday as taking the most out of those chances that she gets. So couldn't be happier for her. She's a wonderful kid. She was an all Pac-12 player when she was at Arizona State. She came here looking for opportunities, and we've been very, very fortunate to have her, and we're really happy that we're going to have her for another year after this.
And we'll go to a nervous Rangers fan in the front row.
How does it help you to have two, if not a few more strikers that have very different qualities and skill sets that you can kind of rotate out?
Well, it's funny because we've got, I think we have at least, tell me if I'm wrong, Thomas, I think we have at least 15 players that have scored for us this season. And I've kind of joked that it's finding which one is going to be the one who's going to score the goals has been kind of, I can only play 11 players at a time, and I'm not going to play 11 forwards at a time. And we're going to ride that hot horse, and whichever horse is going to take us over the finish line, it's kind of figuring out which one is it going to be. And we have some really, really hard workers. Taylor Jernigan is a great example of someone who really works hard and is opportunistic when she's out there. Miley Hayes, no one works harder than Miley Hayes, and Miley is someone who's been our leading scorer the last couple of years. And now you see what Jazz has been able to do for us, and is our leading scorer this season. So it's great that we have these players who can do these neat things for us. Sammy Smith is someone who's come in as another All-ACC transfer to us as a graduate transfer from Boston College. She's the one who set up the winning goal yesterday, the cross that went into to Jazz on the header. And again, she brings different qualities to our team. She's very intelligent, very smart, and these are qualities that when kids come to play soccer at Texas A&M, they're coming to compete for championships, and that's what they're going to be doing on Thursday in Baton Rouge, is helping us to try to win another SEC trophy. And these different qualities are the ingredients that we're always looking for to help us build these championship teams.
So we're going to bus straight to the SEC tournament after Baton Rouge, so we won't be back in town. So we're going to miss Bonham Trophy game. But if you can give a just quick SEC tournament overview for people.
So the way the SEC tournament is laid out is obviously we have 14 teams in the SEC this year. The top 10 teams from your total points earned throughout the season, you get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. The top 10 teams are the teams that are going to qualify to go to Pensacola Beach for the tournament. The way the seedings are done, the East and the West have your champion of the East and your champion of the West are going to be the two number 1 and number 2 seeds. Only the games in the East are looked at for the Eastern champion. Georgia has already won the Eastern championship. Only the points of the West against the West teams are tallied for the Western title. So currently, like I said, us and Arkansas are tied atop the Western standings. So whoever wins this weekend will be the champion for the West. Arkansas has already won the regular season title. They can't be caught, so now it just comes down to they're going to play Mississippi State in Vietnam this Thursday, and they can win. If they win that game, they hold the tiebreaker over us. They would be the number 1 seed in the SEC tournament. If they're tied, then and we win, then we would go in as I believe the top seed. Georgia has already won, like I said, the top seed coming from the East. After that, number 3 through 10 comes down to the rest of the points. Somewhat complicated, but it's a good way to keep teams kind of involved and going for places in the East and the West. As competitive as this league is, I think it's kind of similar to the way the baseball standings are done, and it's such a competitive league. It keeps people on their toes all the time. We don't have promotion and relegation like our sport does around the world, although you do hear that on occasion with talking about future football down the line. So the way that the tournament is going to be held, Sunday, a week from this Sunday, will be the first round of the SEC tournament. That's going to be seeds 7 will play 10, and 8 will play 9. Then on a week from Tuesday will be the quarterfinals. The winner of those 7 through 9 and 7 versus 10, 8 versus 9 will play 1 and 2, and then the other games will play on that one, and then the championship game is the following Sunday. So it's a long process. We hope that we are not back for about 12 days is what we are packing up for. The girls are all ready for a lot of online classes and tutoring, and have all got their stuff ready to go to be gone from classes for quite a while. So we're excited to have the opportunity to go. We've won this tournament several times and are hoping for the very, very best. So thank you, and good luck to the Aggies in the bottom game this Saturday here in Aggieland.
All righty, Gick 'em.